Oh, you never change. I think I'm going to add this to my collection.
Do we need toilet paper?
Oh, better grab 2 packs. It's been bad lately.
Put that down.
Oh, who are you?
Oh, I'm called Tranzsister.
Oh, you're one of those. I hate to tell you this, but that wig is awful.
Breaking news. Government sources inside the White House have leaked unsubstantiated reports to the media. We now go to our Washington correspondent, Wilbert Hillbilly, for the latest.
I'm standing on the lawn just outside the grounds of the White House, and we're waiting to see what, if any, documents are released.
Do we know what's in these documents?
Not as of yet, but I reckon a tweet's coming at any moment. This is my neighborhood. You're trespassing.
And what'd you say your name was?
I'm called the Tranzsister.
Oh, that's a stupid name. Anyways, I'm Captain Rainbow, and this is my friend Darth. We just stopped by here to pick up a few things.
I said you're trespassing.
Whatever. I can do whatever I want. Listen, it was nice to meet you, but we gotta hurry up. We got other things to do.
I said you're trespassing, and I've come to collect.
Well, you're not my type. Darth, you want to have a crack at it?
Captain, there's no time for this.
See, he doesn't want to either. I don't want to be rude, but you're not either one of our types.
I said you are going to have to pay.
And I said you're not our type.
I have everything, Captain. Let's make our haste.
Well, we gotta go now. Bye.
I warn you.
Ow! Now that's just insensitive. Come on, Darth. Captain Rainbow, away!
You're listening to the John LeBang Show.
Join the radio revolution right here.
It's better than some good Thai stick, man. Yes, I would like some too.
All right, on the government and media coup that is so apparent that if you don't see it by now, ladies and gentlemen, you're either part of the problem or you are just oblivious to everything that is important in this world. Get this headline. FBI memos detail partisan axes secret conflicts behind the Russian election meddling assessment. You know what that means, folks? That means that there were people inside the government, we already knew this, but there were people inside the government pushing a certain narrative when it came to Russian meddling. Didn't mean it was true. They were just pushing the narrative. Let me read from a story. Congressional investigators have unearthed text messages and emails showing that the FBI feared there was some in the intelligence community with partisan access to grind, and suggest there could be no singular conclusion that Moscow wanted to help elect Donald Trump. Did you hear that? Did you hear that, ladies and gentlemen? Now, I wonder, there was some guy on the radio way back March, maybe even back before that into December, telling you that exact thing. And now it's coming out in the news media. Nobody gives that guy credit for it. I can't think of who that guy was. Yeah, I just remember he has his long hair. He has a goatee. I forgot the guy's name. Let me continue. On December 10th, 2016, the FBI received an inquiry from a reporter about whether the FBI was uncertain about the emerging collusion that Russia was trying to help Trump win. Strzok, you remember that guy. That's the guy with the text messages with the page, and they were going back and forth how they wanted to stop Trump. We talked about that. We talked about that way back some months ago. Get this. Strzok weighed in to help the FBI press office address a reporter's questioning on that very subject. An email that had now captured congressional investigators because they saw it. Their fancy was lit up there. Oh, what's this? Because it stated clearly that the FBI couldn't distinguish that any one of the three possible motives drove Russia's meddling. Quote, the specific point I made, this is from Strzok, by the way, we didn't have information to differentiate what the ultimate goal was. Strzok added this. James Comey told the Senate intelligence something similar. That's right. Even James Comey admits to Senate intelligence that they don't really know what the motives were behind the supposed Russian hackers. Didn't look like they were trying to help Clinton or Trump in general. He added, in other words, the activity is one-sided and clear, but we can't say the sole and primary purpose was specifically intended to help someone, or hurt someone else, or undermine the process. The reality is all three. Oh, so it wasn't intended to help Trump, it wasn't intended to hurt Hillary, or it wasn't intended to undermine the process? Interesting, isn't that, ladies and gentlemen? Strzok's recently disclosed emails and texts show a final process leading to the assurance of the Russian report was secretly mired in concerns about partisan axes, differences in the intelligence community information, and the subtle but important realization that the primary purpose of Russian meddling really couldn't be determined. Interesting. Are you, my friends who are Democrats and who hate Donald Trump and who believe the Russians helped him because the news media said it and the fake news was out there about it, are you listening to this? Have you been paying attention? I know somebody told you this a long time ago. March, May, I don't know, maybe even as far back as December or before. Somebody with long hair, I know, I heard it. I heard it. Somebody with long hair told you all this. That they couldn't determine what the meddling was about, if it was actually meddling, or if they were trying to just expose the truth. See, that's what we talked about last week here on the John LeBanc Show. The information that was put out, regardless of who it came from, the information of Hillary deleting emails, which was confirmed by Comey, trying to hinder the process of finding out what those emails were about because they were bleached, they were gotten rid of, you couldn't find them anymore. And the only reason they found some of them is because Uma over there with, Mr. Anthony Weiner had some of them that they didn't delete on their laptops. And because they were investigating the perv over there, Anthony Weiner, isn't that, he should have, he could have went two ways with that name, really. He could have been a perv, Anthony Weiner, which is what he became, or he could have been a porn star. Are you kidding me? What a great porn star name, right? I'm Anthony Weiner. Who knows, though? Maybe he didn't have a schmeckle big enough to be a porn star. They don't like small schmeckles over there. So he went the route of the pervert. This is what kills me. Apparently, there's little doubt that Russia tried to meddle in the 2016 elections through fake news sources, because that's why Facebook and all these other social media types are trying to limit the amount of fake news that is disseminated on their platforms. Yet we're having day-to-day blasts, more sensationalized claims that Russia and Trump colluded together in an effort to destroy Hillary Clinton and win the presidency. But it's being called into question by evidence that is produced by the FBI and Justice Department themselves. Yet it's not being talked about in the mainstream fake news, that manufactured elite media. Those same people who were out there during Hurricane Florence pretending the winds were stronger than what they were in some places. Then we get this slow walking of the truth that's taken months and months and months of congressional hearings just to get any transparency on this. It's been a big malaise of garbage. It's like space junk in space. We got to put a net over this and drag all the garbage out just to get to the truth. I thought these were government agencies, the FBI, the Justice Department. It's not just. This is just us. They only care about them. Why all the roadblocks? Why the slow walking of the truth? The FBI and the Justice Department have a chance to make good, and what do? They keep their mouth quiet. They hide information about President Trump.
I think it's disgraceful.
Having no clear connection because they don't have the evidence of that. But they keep digging. They let Mueller dig. Dig. And everything he's digging up and everybody he's charging and everybody's charging or making plea deals with. There's nothing there with collusion and Russia. They screwed up. They hide money. They do this. They do that. But it wasn't about collusion with Russia. One of the charges was the one guy paid off Stormy Daniels and some other chick to keep their mouth shut about Donald Trump banging them. Seriously. But now that's trying to affect the election. The evidence was there, 33,000 emails. Didn't matter where it came from. WikiLeaks put it out. WikiLeaks put out a bunch of other stuff. The Podesta emails. We found out through what's her name over there? What's her stupid name? I forgot her name. That the freaking Democrats rigged the election against Bernie Sanders. I mean, come on. Where's the collusion on the Trump side? And I don't even care about Trump per se. It's not like I'm trying to defend the guy, but man, can we get to the truth without our own government agencies and our mainstream manufactured fake news blocking the truth? Hiding the truth so it doesn't get out to them. Why do you think they do that, ladies and gentlemen? Are they sore because their chick lost? Are they sore because Hillary Clinton didn't win? And because of that, we know in the text messages between Strzok and Page, they were like, we have another plan. Oh, we have another plan. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. If Trump wins, we'll work on the inside and get him. And what's happening now? We even had Rosenstein recently suggest that he was going to secretly record Trump, and he's the one who's started to talk about the 25th Amendment, about getting rid of the president that way. We have a coup inside the government, folks. And instead of these traitors, whether you like Trump or not, that's beyond the point. If they can do this to Trump, they can do this to every president in the future. And now every one of our elections, every single one of them, are going to be coming into question. We're never going to know if the results are real because we started all this crap, and most of this was started on the left wing, the gosh damn Democrats who are pulling the same kind of stuff on Kavanaugh. Claims, and we're not allowed to know the truth. They don't want the truth being told. Oh, goodness gracious. That's it for the first hour, folks. Fired up right here at the end. I want to thank you all for joining me. All the new listeners, please go to our website, www.jlebang.com. And until the vibrations of my vocal cords reach your ears again, and for most of you, that's in the next hour, this is John LeBang, signing off from the Banger Studios.
We have liftoff. Tune in again next week. Same time, same space, same station.
Resistance is futile.